What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another Prize Picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to give you guys a total of 3 NBA player props I love the board for this Tuesday, February 4th NBA slate. We gave you guys that format in yesterday's video. Ended up going 3 out of 4. Again, I told you guys to mix and match them however you guys want. But if you guys tell straight up, unfortunately, the only player that didn't cover us was that Zion play. And that play actually got bumped up crazy. It went from 33.5 all the way to 35.5. So again, the one that got the craziest bump unfortunately just did not hit. He didn't take as many shot attempts as he's been taking like the last 10 games. He's been averaging 20 shot attempts a game. I believe he ended up with like 13 or something. So just kind of unfortunate right there. But again, our player of the days have been super consistent recently. I think like 9 or 10 of our last player of the days. Only one of them have missed. So again, hopefully those ones have benefiting you guys. And it is Taco Tuesday. So I'll be giving you guys that player of the day. I know a lot of you guys like to take that with the Taco Tuesday of your choice. So you guys could also do that. And then 2 other player props. So a total of 3 props. I love the board for this Tuesday slate. And before we get in those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. Just mean the word of me. Be grinding all season for you guys, trying to give you guys best content, best value, and the best breakdowns I can find on this Prize Picks board. And again, with that being said, if you guys haven't joined the free Discord, link will be down in the description below of this video. If you guys haven't joined already, completely free. It's just where we will be announcing announcements, player props, and like just extra players in general. So if you guys haven't joined, completely free if you guys would like to. And enough talking, we're gonna go hop out of the picks that we got on today's board. As you guys can see, a pretty decent slate, a lot of games to choose from. Not all of them are up right now, so again, unfortunately, I give you guys the videos the night before, so we don't got everything up at the moment, but there's still a lot of good games that we have, especially this Boston versus Cavs game. This one should be a good one. We got the Rockets and Brooklyn Nets. This one should also be a good one. So we're gonna give you guys a couple players from these ones. The over and under for this Boston game should be 237.5. Obviously, these are 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference, so it should be a really good matchup. Their last couple matchups have also been very competitive, so that's what we'd like to look for and just kind of stay away from those blowouts. Hopefully so. With that being said, our player of the day in today's video is going to be Donovan Mitchell over his points and assist line at 29.5. Love this line for him. He's been super consistent. Now, the only times that he's gone under this line in the last couple matchups are against really tough defensive teams and or blowouts, like this OKC game, for example. This one was a blowout. Plus, again, they were just locking him up the whole game. They really keyed on him. He couldn't really do nothing there. This game was a 40-plus point blowout. This game, it was pretty much a blowout against Detroit. Obviously, it's Detroit. He's not going to be like doing crazy work. And then this was just a low-scoring game against Houston, which was a tough matchup for his position-wise. But despite that, against the games he should be going over, he really goes out and balls out and does his thing. If we look at the last 10 games, whenever it's a close game, we'll definitely be seeing 35-plus minutes, which I'm expecting him to play in this Boston matchup. He's been taking 20 shot attempts, shooting 44%. So again, as long as he gets those 20 shots up, I believe this should be a great chance of him hitting. And then 8.4 potential assists. So more than likely, he's going to be handling the rock, and the offense is definitely going to be touching him a lot whenever they're trying to go out there and score. So this one should be a very good game. If we look at Boston defensively, obviously they're ranked 5th and 3rd in points and assists allowed. Pretty solid though, but again, when 2 tough teams go against each other, I feel like that really doesn't matter just because of the type of environment that it's going on. It is over at home as well. So again, he's going to have that home court advantage with the fans on his side. If we look at them against opposing shooter guards, they give around 25 and 6 a game. Opposing point guards, they give around 25 and 8 a game. So again, he plays that 1 and 2 spot on this offense. Obviously, they got Garland in there, but Donovan Mitchell does handle the ball a lot and just get it right off the bat. So I feel like there should be a lot of offense to be scored from these 2 positions, giving around a total of 50 and what is that, like 13 a game or 16 or 14 a game assists. So this one should be a very good line for him. I believe this one should be very competitive. And the part that I really like about this play as to why it's my player of the day, if we look at his last head-to-heads against this Boston team, he's gone 7 out of 7 against these guys, and it hasn't even been close. The last 6 games especially, it's been well over 37, 38, 37, 36, 38, and 30, dropping damn near a 30 piece in every single game. And then the times where he dropped less than 30, he had a lot of assists to go with it as well. So again, whether he's scoring or not, this one should be a very good line for him to cover. Again, this is just a team that he plays well against. Obviously, the defense-wise, overall, it shows that they're pretty solid, but he knows how to tear apart this defense. So far on this season alone, in their first 2 head-to-heads that they've gone against each other, they've actually split 117 to 120 and then 111 to 115. So again, I believe it should be another very competitive game. And in both these matchups, he covered well over with just the points alone at 35 apiece, and then 3 assists to go along with it. So again, I feel like this should be another very good game. Again, he's been averaging damn near 39 minutes a game against his team, 7.7 potential assists, and 23 shot attempts against these guys. So again, I feel like Donovan Mitchell, it should be another good game. He has home court advantage, and he's been pretty solid consistently on actually taking those shots, which you would love to see. And again, the only times that he don't cover is whenever it's a blowout or really tough team that they just like keys on him specifically, like the OKC Thunder, for example. So with that being said, not really much else to explain on this play right here. But player of the day is going to be this Donovan Mitchell play right here over that points and assist line. So Donovan over this line is my player of the day. If you guys didn't take anything from my videos, I would always recommend the player of the days. We give you guys one in every single NBA video. And in that case, we're rocking with this Mitchell play right here. That is our first player. You guys can pair that with the Taco Tuesday if you guys would like to. Our second player on the other side of the ball of this matchup, we're going to be rocking with Derrick White over his points line at 13.5. I feel like this one's pretty low for him. Obviously, he was coming back off an injury, but he's been playing for a while now. If we look at his last 4 games alone, he's been dropping crazy numbers, 23, 22, 16, and 17. Now, 13.5, I feel like this line's pretty low in my opinion, especially for the environment that this game's going to be. He's been playing great minutes, 36, 39, 33, and 38. Again, I could definitely see this guy getting 35-plus minutes, especially if it's going to be a nice competitive matchup. If we look at Cleveland defensively against the opposing 1 and 2 spot, which Derrick White does play, they're ranked 24th and 12th in points allowed, giving around 27 and then 25 a game to those 2 spots. So again, I feel like this is a very good line for Derrick White to be able to score. And then Derrick White has actually been the go-to guy for this Boston Celtics team recently on the road. He's exceeded 13.5 points in 4 of his last 5 games on the road, averaging 16. So again, 3 over. If we look at these last couple road matchups, the only time that he went under was this blowout against the Lakers. I believe he got hurt or something this game. I'm not sure what happened, but only had 19 minutes played. But despite that, whenever he's playing a full game on the road recently, he's been going out and dropping a lot of points, 20, 23, 16, and 17, taking 11 shot attempts a game, which is very similar to his last 10 games where he's been averaging 12 shot attempts a game. And again, he should be able to get his minutes. This one should be a nice matchup. He has a nice position to be able to score against offensively, and he actually has a solid resume against these guys. The last 2 head-to-heads, these ones were from last season, but the last 2 head-to-heads, which are again the ones we like to look at more, he had 18 and 19. The one that they had this season, he had a total of 19 points. So again, I feel like this should be another good game for him. 42 minutes played, and again, he took 12 shot attempts in this matchup, which is identical to what he's been seeing recently. So I feel like this should be another very good game for Derrick White. Obviously, they're going to be trying to key on Tatum and Jaylen Brown, which should really free up Derrick White in this type of situation. So with that being said, we're going to be rocking with Derrick White, and he's been solid on the road as well. So I feel like this 13.5 line is pretty low in my opinion and should get bumped up in the near future, again, just because it's that low and he's taking that many shot attempts. So with that being said, our second player on today's video is this Derrick White play, 13.5 points. And then with the last player on today's video, moving on to the Rockets versus Nets, we're going to be back with Dillon Brooks over his PRA line at 17.5. He's actually been very consistent recently. The only times he's gone under was this tough matchup against Cleveland. Obviously, they're pretty solid defensively, especially against the bigger guys like Dillon Brooks that just play like that pound. I don't even know what kind of offense he plays. And then a very low scoring game from Houston against the Detroit Pistons. But despite that, if we look at every other matchup, he actually saw 36 points against Boston, which is also another very good team. Cleveland, he also had a total of 19 PRA. And then again, he's just had a lot of matchups against very tough teams like Knicks that he just came off of. He saw a total of 18 PRA. So again, I feel like this is another good matchup. Definitely a decrease in the type of offense again, or type of defense against the Brooklyn Nets. They're ranked 13th, 9th, and 21st in PRA allowed, giving around 112. 43 and 27 assists a game. Should be a pretty solid line if we look at it. Point guard and I would say small forward is what he plays basically. So that 2 and 3 spot, they give around a total of 26 and 22 a game, along with 7 and 4 and then 6 and 6. So it should be a very good line for him. He's been super solid in his last couple games, 70% in the last 10 games. And again, he's been getting his shots up, especially in the last 5 alone, 23, 12, 17, 14, and 12. If you're taking that much volume and your line is only at 17.5, addition of the rebounds and assists on top of that many shot attempts you're taking, he's been seeing 9 rebound chances and 3 potential assists. Again, I feel like the amount of volume and workload that this guy's been seeing should be very low in my opinion for the amount that this line is at. So I feel like this should be another very good game. Whenever it's a nice, close, competitive matchup, we'll definitely see a lot of minutes from this guy, like 33 plus guaranteed. And the part that I really like about this play is Dillon Brooks has exceeded 17.5 PRA in 6 of his last 7 games on the road, averaging 23. So again, that is 6 over his actual line. This dude's been balling out on the road, just being able to help this Houston Rockets team actually play very well, which they've been doing in the last couple games. They're on a pretty hot streak. These guys have been looking solid and just gelling well together. So the only time that he did go under was his fast-paced game, and it was a very low-scoring game against the Atlanta Hawks. But again, I feel like this Brooklyn defense is definitely way more vulnerable than all these other teams that he's been seeing recently. And again, he's had some tough matchups. Now we got to really decline in the type of competition that he's going against. And on the road, he's been averaging 35 plus minutes, been seeing 15 shot attempts a game, 8 rebound chances, and then 3 potential assists. So again, I feel like the volume is definitely going to be there as long as he gets those minutes, and as long as he's knocking out those shots, shooting around 50%, which he's been performing at recently. I feel like this is a very good line for him. And then if we look at his head-to-head history against these guys, he's covered this line both matchups in the recent history, 26 and 27. This one was actually the other day on the 1st of the month, February 1st, and he ended up with a total of 16, 9, and 2, which is a very solid line. At 27, that is 10 over this line, and only played in 26 minutes. Again, his minutes have definitely been up recently, so as long as he gets those minutes more, I believe this one should have a super high ceiling on for him being able to hit. So with that being said, our last player on today's video is going to be this Dillon Brooks play right here, 17.5 PRA. And those are my 3 players I'm rocking with for this Tuesday, February 4th NBA slate. Again, player of the day is going to be Donovan Mitchell, 29.5 points and assists. If you guys take anything, I'd always recommend that play. Derrick White over that 13.5 points, and then lastly Dillon Brooks over that 17.5 PRA. So those are my 3 that I'm rocking with for today. Again, you guys can mix and match these however you guys want to, or tell straight up. I showed you guys my favorite one that I like in the board, and these are my 3 that I'm rocking with. I'm gonna be rocking a nice little 3-man power play. So these are my 3 favorite ones on the day so far that we got on Prize Picks, and I believe these ones should all have a pretty decent edge on being able to cover and trying to win some money together. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys on today's video. Again, please drop that like and subscribe. It really takes 1 second down below. It really helped me out. And that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.